Hey, welcome, it's William Jamming. Welcome to this new series of video where I show you guys how I learn to draw pixel art and some tips about drawing pixel art and it's being a more like a vlog or dev vlog sort of a series because I got another channel called Code with William Jamming. Right, and that channel I'm actively developing a game, and I want to draw all the assets and make all the assets and show you guys how I made that. So basically that is like a real life production sort of asset. I want to show you guys how to do that in this channel. Okay, so it's like a collaboration of me and me, like a split personality. Right, so if you want follow along, you can watch this series, or if you want to develop your own game, and you can follow that channel. That channel is like a treasure trove that you got tons of developing tutorials, all from scratch. Develop iOS app, Android app, all sort of game. Okay, so yeah, enough about that. So this series is about pixel art, and I've always amazed about pixel art because it's just very interesting because I played game as a kid, and so at that time the computer's not as powerful as computer nowadays. Right, computer nowadays can even do something like AI, like huge RAM, graphic card, all that crazy stuff. But in my time, like when I was young and naive, the computers hardly do anything, just like a terminal, right? So if you got some a computer that at that time is pretty advanced, can give you a decent graphic, or maybe say PlayStation, but the computational power is very limited. So developers of game have to come up with all sort of a hack, like a store, just bytes of information, and using reusable assets like sprite sheet. We will cover that in the Code with William Jamming, my another game dev and app dev tutorial channel. But just to give you a little bit context and background about all that. And but nowadays, even though we have all pretty much advanced computer as well graphic card, but that pixel sort of a design become a pixel art style. So it's really important and very interesting, kind of a nostalgia, but it's hard. I have to warn you, because if you watch like a Picasso drawing a ball, the color ball, I'm not sure how to say that in English. It's like a ball, and he draw that very detailed ball, and then take something out, and at the end just got few lines. That's that's basically the concept behind the pixel art, because you have to use say 16 pixel in order to fit cram all the information they want to express in that very limited space. That's very challenging. So this is a very reversed scenario. They have to warn you, if you start pixel art, don't start from the a 16 or 8 pixel. If you're crazy enough, don't do that. It's even though it's a really low resolution, but it's for advanced pixel artists. So my recommendation is start from 32 or 64. And if you you want to get really detailed, you can go to 128, but do not start with 16 or 8. That's insane, because you use tool like Photoshop. I'm going to show you. You use a normal tool like Photoshop that you're familiar with, but in the world of pixel, it's in quantum world. It's not using the same physics as you use in the real world. It's not real world, but the normal everyday life, in daily life. In the world of pixel, it's very different. Okay, let me just show you. I'm going to create a new file, and I'm going to say pixel, art. Okay, pixel art. Let's start with the say character. Okay, did I spell correctly? I'm not sure. Look up character. Let's just say. Okay, let's continue. Character. Yeah, good. Pixel art character. So width and height. You have to say specific width and height. My recommendation is like a 64 or 32. Let's just with 64, just to lower this a bit, and of course orientation, resolution. Yeah, you can go to like the print. Got the resolution, it will automatically go to 300. But if you like doing that manually, you can do something like this. Still, you can get a pretty high resolution. Doesn't really matter. You can all set that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. A background white square pixel, square pixel. You have to be square, right? So then you can create. If you create that, you can see it's very small. Oh my gosh! You can like zoom it in, but it seems nothing happens, right? But if you like paint on it, you can actually see the result. But you can't see like a really like amazing result. So I'm going to use a paint bucket tool, and I'm going to choose a specific color. Let me use a greenish color. So yeah, here's the result. So you can actually see every pixel. And let me just zoom in. You can see that just one pixel is like a tile. One pixel, one pixel, one pixel, one pixel. Right? So that's the canvas that you're going to paint. But if you press B and paint, use your normal brush. Let me use a more standing color. Okay, so if you use normal brush, let me grab my digital pen here. So if you do that, let me use a bright color. If you do that, you can clearly see this is not the brush that you want to aim for. Of course, if you're like aiming for like a 128, you can actually do that, but I do not recommend, because pixel art, you have to think like a pixel artist. So if you can, of course, you can draw something like this. So for example, if you want to draw a guy, okay, something like this. Okay, of course you can draw it. Draw a guy, maybe some cape, something like that. Of course you can draw it, but there is like it's not like zero control, but yeah, you got like a 40% of control, because if you guys can see, we got like this pixel, we can't control it because we got like a anti-aliasing sort of like connection area, like transition area, got some color change. We don't want that. We want to control every pixel. And of course you can say, yeah, don't worry, I will just like make it smaller, right? Make it smaller, something like that. But if you zoom it down and make it smaller, sometimes it won't work, right? So you can see that brush does not always work on the pixel level. Just as like the Newton's law, right, does not always work. So you have to have a certain size in order for the calculation to happen, right? So basically the brush is like a shape, a texture, and all this calculation, like nearest pixel, nearest tile, something like that. So if you scale that, you make it big enough, you can use that brush. But if you like make it small enough, the brush just simply won't work, right? How to solve that? Really simple. You just need to click this, hold it, you change that to pencil, right? If you change that to pencil, and then you can see, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, because the brush does not change, does not have a transition like a gradient of the color, do not have, it's just a pure color. So as a pixel artist, you just make it fairly small, right? You already make it like a size of a 1, that's good. So you can essentially 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 1 pixel, right? You can just like change that pixel by pixel, and if you want to, do some of the shadings, right? You can just drag the color and say, here is my shading. Really simple one, okay? So don't use brush unless you are at a fairly large canvas, say 128. But if you are your canvas or your the whole game design is big enough to extend, you don't need to draw it. Okay, you can simply model it and using a transition to get a kind of like a pixel style. But it's like once you cross that threshold, there's like a better solution to that problem. Okay, so if you like want to go like a hardcore or pure pixel art, you better like make it small so you can like create it. Because if you like shrink things, of course I believe that with the revolution of AI, maybe they can sort of transform person using some sort of algorithm or neural network to change that to a perfect pixel art style. But right now, at least when I record this video, there's like no perfect solution. So at least you have to like add human involvement. That's the reason why we need to learn this, because still it have commercial value. So if you learn that, you still like the market still needed that. Big companies still need to hire person to do the work without just using AI. Even if you're using AI, this channel also introduce you guys some AI tools, so you can do AI and art. You have a great art education, and you still get employed. Okay, you can even like utilize your whole power, like multiply your abilities, say 100 times, and you can fight all these big companies, right? So yeah, that's enough about that. So yeah, let's go back here. Let's talk about erase. So if you like go to E, like erase, it doesn't normally work. So it's a fairly big eraser. Okay, and if you do that, let's erase. Okay, it's a really big eraser. We don't want that, right? So there is no pencil eraser, so you have to choose eraser mode. You can choose that to pencil, so it's like a hard edges erase, and you can make it smaller, like 1 pixel, right? And go here, space, and you can grab pen and erase this. Of course, if you got like a background, you can just eyedropper and then erase, not erase, but rather just use a brush to do that, right? Just use a brush to draw over that pixel, so that pixel's gone. Okay, so yeah, that's the first thing that I want to share with you guys about the pixel art, right? So yeah, in next video, let's start creating. Okay, I don't want to like go to like a textbook style to talk about like the history of pixel art, why we got to do that, and some style, some school of pixel art. I don't want to do that. I want to get things done, right? So next video, I'm going to show you how I made my pixel art, and you have been warned. I'm beginner myself. I'm still like exploring all this world of art. Okay, so yeah, I just want to share my journey with you guys. Okay, thanks, and don't forget, if you're still there, give this video a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. Alright, bye.